ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ 88 FM।
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਦੱਸੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ ਹੈ। ਨੌਜਵਾਨੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਪਛਾਣੋ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਵੱਡਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਾਂ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤਾਂ, ਸਿਖਾਵਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਖਾਣ ਲਈ ਬਣਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਸੌਗਾਤਾਂ। ਨਵੇਂ ਮੁੱਦਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਰੱਖਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਡਿਬੇਟ, ਫਰਮਾਇਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਦੇ ਖਰੀਦਾ ਨਾ ਲੈ। ਮੈਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਨਾ ਪੱਖ ਖੜਾ, ਨਾਲ ਸਦਾ ਸੱਚ ਤੇ ਝੂਠਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਭੇਤ ਖੋਲਦਾ। ਓ ਮੈਂ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਓ ਮੈਂ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਓ ਮੈਂ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਓ ਮੈਂ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਬੋਲਦਾ।
ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ 88 FM।
ਉਸ ਇਲਾਕੇ ਦੇ ਬੜੀ ਲਾਗਿਓਂ ਦੇਖੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਲਾਗਿਓਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਦ ਜਾਣਦਾ, ਪਰਸਨਲੀ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਕਿ ਬਾਕਮਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਰਕ ਕੀਤਾ। ਸੋ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੈਚੁਰਲੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਦੇ ਸੀਐਨਆਰ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਖਦੇ ਆ। ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਲਾਈਵ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਪਾਈਸ ਦੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਪੇਜ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਸੁਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਲਓ ਇਸ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। Tabetha, welcome to Radio Spice.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Tabetha, I know that you are a sure hand when it comes to understanding a lot of local issues because you have lived in the area you're standing for a long time. You're bringing up your family in that place, so you know your stakes are high in that. So what made you stand to begin with?
Okay. It's a space that's all about giving back to the community that looked after me.
Yeah.
And making sure I've still been negatively served and some of the issues that the community was living in great spices. Every single really around connections.
Yes.
Taxpayer process, some of the issues to list. And it's nothing else than actual complex issues instead of just complaining about them.
As a mother, you truly care because you know. I mean, but you know, there's one thing in terms of the electorate itself. Tell me more about you know what are the issues, particularly I guess that are ongoing and you want to address in Maungakiekie.
Yes, there's a wide range of issues. It's very big electorate standing from Maungakiekie all the way up to GI. So the issues are massive and different.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to put this up there with food and dredging because it's not been dredged since 1980 when it was built.
Oh.
We have massive flooding issues with Cyclone Gabriel and everything. It's all brought it all to the forefront.
Yep.
So that side of the ward's got issues there. We've got train lines being built through the middle of the ward, so cutting Onehunga in half. Lots of different things on that side. Then on the Tamaki side, it's been selected to go to fortnightly rubbish trials, which is not going to work for the majority of the GI and Panmure residents that are part of that trial.
Yep.
So yeah, lots of issues across the ward, and there's the general issues like just roads and safety on roads. I was at a retirement village the other day where they were saying that their main road, Campbell Road, is like the state highway in the middle of the day. They can't get in and out. Residents can't get in and out. But nobody's listened to them. Nobody's been and sat down and said, how can we fix this? What's going on?
Yep.
So it's a little bit of being a listening ear as well.
Indeed. And I guess it's got a mixed demographic as well. There are a lot of new settlers, Tabetha, a lot of our folks, you know, who are working closer by in the industrial zones also find it, you know, easier to raise a family closer by. So there's a lot of there, you know, I guess challenges as well.
Absolutely. And I see that. I'm a teacher in the area as well, and I see that through the kids and the families that come to the school. The majority of the students at the school are actually from other countries and not New Zealand born. Yeah. So it's interesting that those issues as well exist. Yeah.
Indeed. And Tabetha, I guess the election, they are drawn out process where you have to door knock, you have to go and attend many, meetings. So, CNR team have built a credibility where they have kind of understood not only the families, the residents, but also the businesses as well. So so I guess they also have a lot of challenges in the current scenario, the current economic environment. So how would you address their challenges?
It's all about ensuring councils responsibly spending the ratepayer money.
Yep.
So whether that's businesses paying rates or families and households paying rates, making sure that spending is wise and responsible, dropping vanity projects. I mean, there's no point getting a whole lot of vanity projects going if we're not doing the basics correctly. Keep the essential services going. But also council needs to allow for a little bit more social procurement from local areas, as opposed to getting big contractors in to cover the whole area. If there was opportunities to bring in local companies and local businesses to work on projects, that should absolutely be first.
Crime safety is also a major issue in the area, and I've seen, the housing redevelopment is another. So how do you see that as a, if you are elected, what would you kind of address in those?
It's practical things. It's making sure that there's enough street lighting in the streets and, working with AT and other organisations to make our streets safer. Our business associations, getting closer with them, saying, what do you need? What help can we give you? Whether it's installing security cameras in car parks or whatever it might be, there's a few options on the table.
And I guess, there's a lot of original indigenous settlement in that part of the world. So there are, I guess, the Māori interests and so forth. So how do you foresee that if you are elected in terms of managing those?
It's part of the parcel. Everybody's got different interests and things to manage in the area. So it's a balanced approach. You need to make sure that you're honouring the treaty and that partnership, but at the same time making sure everybody is accounted for and looked after.
Indeed. I guess, some of the parks are well equipped at the moment, but at the same time, I've been to many by the waterside, and there is always the parent need to get more resources for rugby, for soccer, and I guess from that perspective, what's CNR's strategy?
It's about investing in the community and making sure the basics and things are done right. So if we're keeping our playgrounds and our clubs and everybody empowered with what they need, whether that's money or finances or actually just giving them the bandwidth, then it's.
So interestingly, looking at the election from last year, and it's amazing the turnout in Maungakiekie was higher than many other wards, which is very encouraging.
It is. It is a very encouraging, very, everybody wants to participate and have their voice heard in Maungakiekie, Tamaki.
Yes.
I say everybody, there's still too small a percentage of the population that actually turn out to vote, but it's good. It is encouraging.
I guess, Tabetha, the question in terms of yourself managing your time, because you're a teacher, you get to hear, and also I guess the issues from the parents, that gives you a lot of deeper understanding of issues of the day. In terms of the working with the councillors, working with the bigger team, so do you want to tell our viewers about the other members of the team who are also part of the
so on our local board team, on the Maungakiekie side, we have Debbie Burrows, Tony Woodcock and Don Allen, who are all current existing elected members on the Maungakiekie Tamaki local board.
Okay.
Don and Debbie are in their 9th year, so they're both
sure hands.
Really, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
On the Tamaki side, we have Shani Hatito, who is a lovely mum and local in the area.
Yeah.
And we have Craig McKenzie, who is passionate about his community and serving his community. We also have Troy Elliot, who I'm married to, who's been in the community for a very long time. He grew up in the community.
Yes.
So it's a nice, strong, powerful team who all want to serve the community and make sure we're getting the best outcomes for the whole community.
So Maungakiekie and Tamaki are to elect one councillor to the Auckland Council and 7 members, 3 from Maungakiekie and 4 from Tamaki.
Correct.
Now, these are postal votes, but also they're going to be a lot of polling booths. So you want to tell people more about that?
Yeah, so the best thing to do with your ballot papers is they'll come in the mail. If they haven't come in the mail by now, you need to be going and getting a special vote.
Yep.
And then the best thing to do is not to post them back, is actually just to deliver them to your local supermarket. There's a whole list of locations available online where you can return them to, but just deliver it to your local supermarket, and that's the safest way of getting it returned.
Indeed. I guess, as you said, that Troy has done this before, and yourself knowing the issues, being involved deeply in the community. Now, my last few questions: why should the voters vote for you?
But the community needs a change. The community needs people that are actually going to represent and listen to the community needs. Our current councillor has voted for this fortnightly rubbish trial. She's voted for rates rises and all sorts of things which are making a negative impact on our community. So
yes,
we want someone in place that's actually going to do what the community needs and not just follow party lines.
Indeed. The deadlines coming up, you want to tell viewers about that, and in particular, I guess, to the migrant communities, any message you want to leave?
Just making sure you do vote. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It's just that you do vote. It's really important to have your voice heard around that table. And you need to make sure your vote's in by the 11th of October, but I would be getting them back to supermarkets as soon as you've got the papers in your mailbox. I wouldn't be waiting. Yeah.
Tabetha Elliot, who's a mother, who's a teacher, who's a local at Maungakiekie, Tamaki electorate and CNR candidate. And as she said, it's a change that will bring a better outlook and a better world for everybody who's in there. Last word.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
that's right. Pleasure. So Radio Spice ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੈਬਥਾ ਐਲੀਅਟ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਿਛੋਕੜ ਇੱਕ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਪਾਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਨਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬਦਲਾਵ ਦੀ, ਚੇਂਜ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਮੋਸਟ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟਲੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। I'm sure you understood that. And ਇਸ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਚੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਆਵਾਂਗੇ. We will replay this interview as we do with the others in the next couple of days as well. But most importantly, go out there and vote. Now you should have received your votes by now.